Okay, well, I just changed the oil in the engine. I put a new spark plug in it. I lubed up the cylinder. I checked for spark, which it has. The carburetor seems to be all cleaned out. I also cleaned out the oil bath in there too. And I just cycled the engine around once, and it puffed the life a couple of times. So I'll try it again, and I think it's going to start. So this will be officially the very first start. Getting there. The reason why the smoke is there is because I lubed the cylinder up, so it's just burning the oil off that's in there. Well, as you can see, she's up and running. It runs great. For the first 5 minutes or so of running, it had a pretty good cloud of blue smoke, which I think is, I'm sure, is the cause of the oil inside the cylinder. But after a little while of running, it cleared up pretty good. So that's great. It runs great. It's not nearly as big of a monster as I thought it was going to be. The nice thing is that you can actually throttle it all the way down and still mow with it. The engine has enough torque where you can actually bring it down almost to an idle, and it will still mow grass, which is pretty neat. You can also, I took it out on our street and got it up to full speed, and that was a little scary because you're actually running behind it while it's going. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do that very often, but it was fun to see what it's capable of. One thing, after I first got it going and I first engaged the drive, it didn't go. The mower, it just sat there and didn't go anywhere. And basically what was happening was the clutch was slipping very badly. It just wasn't grabbing at all. And so after a little investigation, I don't know if you can probably see, but there's a little screw and a lock nut down here, and that's how it adjusts. So it's kind of hard to explain how it works, but basically you can kind of squeeze it over a little bit after loosening it up, and that's how it tightens up. So that's good. Originally when I got it, I realized I knew something was wrong, because when you push the lever down, it just didn't feel right. Nothing grabbed. You just pushed the lever, and it was just very loose. So that was the cause of that. And one thing that I forgot to mention in my last video was it came with this self-sharpening system. I'm not even sure exactly how it works, but the original owner said that basically this attaches somehow to one of the gears, and then you spin the reel backwards, and it will you can backlap it that way. I'm not sure exactly how it works or where you connect it up to, but that's what it's for. It's kind of neat that came with it. And this morning, yeah, I changed the differential oil down in there. It took a quart of that. It was a little bit low, and I also noticed in our garage floor last night it dripped a couple. It had a couple drops underneath it, so I'm sure that's the cause of why it was low. Otherwise, it really runs great. It's sure a lot of fun to use, and again, it's really nice because you can have it all throttled back down, and still be able to mow with it without it, you know, just taking off on you, which is really nice. It's very manageable, just for walking behind, which is great. And yeah, I'll get somebody to film me while I mow with it, do a couple stripes, and you can see what it's like. It's adjusted down pretty far right now. I need to figure out how to raise it up because it's just a little bit too low for our lawn. Somehow it adjusts up in here. I need to take a closer look at it to see just exactly how it adjusts. Okay.